welcome to episode 17. We've got a little friends set this week. To be honest with you, it was quite attractive on the fact it had these gorgeous axolotls on board. We appear to have Opal and Bubbles, and we've got Leo and Alba in this cool little axolotl boat, which looks just like a plush axolotl that I have upstairs. So what I thought we'd do is we'll have a look at this small set for this week. Let's have a look, see if we can get a decent, just trying to, can't seem to get a decent focus on that, but yeah, if we can see that okay. Yeah, so what you see here is actually a small set. It was £8. I thought it was quite sweet. It's nice to add these friends ones in to the mix. Let's get building. Just to start off though, this is 42681 Axolotl Adventure Boat. How lovely. On we go. So, we got pappy bags. That's nice. I like it. Okay. And interestingly enough, they've decided to separate each part, look, into two builds. And we have two bags, so one for each build, and of course a platform for that there. Which we know how this works by now. I have to take a picture of it. There we go. Ooh, let's just get that out of the way. Oh. There we go. Right then, let's move two out of the way. We don't need that at the moment because that is the second one. I've got the digital up, as you can see, the pretty little face here. Look at how gorgeous. And I don't need those. So let's go for it. Bag number one. I don't imagine this will be the longest of builds, but still, it's, it's quite a sweet build. It also makes it nice and inclusive, so people don't feel they're always building a car or something like that. Although next week it will be. Hands aren't the best this week. I've still got my bruising there, but this is about building, isn't it? Let's face it. So if you've joined me on BwG before, you'll know that I post a lot to my blog online at www.thesteamengine.co.uk, and with this I create I create posts and reviews. There's been many reviews in the past. Go and have a look and see what you think. You'll be quite surprised at actually how many sets I have now done just for this alone, let alone how many will have been done over the years, I imagine. This is quite strange because you can see my mouth moving on this shadow here, which is quite annoying. Maybe, perhaps. Let's have a think. Well, I'm going to do not that. I'll tell you what, let's try this one. Let's get a bit of light on the subject. Okay, that's a little bit better. Let's see how we do with that. So, we are now building what appears to be Leo. Now, I've got a Leo before. This is my second Leo, I do believe. I'm pretty sure he was either with the small electric, the EV car, solar charger and car. It was either that or he was with one of the others, I'm pretty sure. Now, of course, we can't go without his life-saving jacket there. His neat little buoyancy aid, which for some reason doesn't like to sit where it's meant to. But oops, I just broke you. Sorry, Leo. That seems to be quite loose to me, which I find a little bit odd. But yeah, we'll put you to one side and we'll carry on building. Oh, he actually has a juice bottle here. So we've got this piece and this piece, and that clips on. That forms our juice cup, as you can see. And then we need to put our little spout on top. Actually, that's quite a nice little accessory. Let's add that on, just like so. Moving on. Yay, Leo. Nice one, buddy. So we start off with our 4x4, and then our 2x4, slightly darker pink, goes on top. Next, we need to add our upward slopes, okay? And we're going to make it so this allows us to create what is essentially a boat hull. Okay, so the body at the base that floats in the water. So we've got a nice little shaping here, nice little curves, like a part of a boat hull. Okay, we want our 1x3s, and we are going to place them so that we have a strip left down this side, and we're going to do the keep them in line for this one as well. So I would imagine this will make sense as we go along. We want this 1x2 black, and we're going to place that just onto there. Okay, so you can see that in place. Don't forget you take a break. This is for everybody. If you want to build with someone, I'm here for that. If you're younger and you want to get your hands on some Lego and give it a good go, then please do. We've put this 2x2, what I call Tatooine brown tile, and then one of these which is used for holding our figures, or in this case our mini dolls, into place. Moving on, we need to put these 1x2 with our flat hooks, okay, so our horizontal hooks, and they are going to sit in that gap that we made in that spot there. Next we've got this, what I suppose is a downward hitch on a 1x4 grey, and we need to add this part pin onto there like that. Again, a little bit of technique thrown in, and we're going to place that one on the front. Okay, so it sits on the front just like that. Okay. Next, we're going to take our hold 2x2. These are good if you want to make key rings. They're quite sweet. And we're going to put two together, and we're going to clip them on just like that. I like these instructions. They're nice and straightforward. If you are new to building, this will be a lovely one to get started with. We're going to place these two 1x2 to single scaffold. What I would say is an adapter, really, isn't it? And then we have what is a really pretty leaf. Now, I think these have been used with the fantasy sets before, in this particular colour as well. We're going to place that onto there, just like that, okay? I see, so we've actually got a light change in. It would be far better if it didn't change, but I'm slowly working it out. But you're quite interestingly enough, my stand broke for the mic after my last recording, and so I now have it sitting in a mug until I can refresh my audio options, shall we say. Right, this is going to sit in here, and that part pin is going to push into those holes and create what is essentially actually like a hinged tail, which is quite sweet, really. So reorientate to the picture. You can see it like that. We're going to place these 1x2s onto the back here, the 1x2 onto a single scaffold. So we've got that on the back end there, and we need to put our small 1x2 slant, okay, and that's that Tatooine brown. That's going to sit on there. Next, we want to put our sides on. So these are slight slants, 1x2 slants, and these are in the lovely Axolotl pink that has been chosen for this set, which I quite adore, it has to be said. I have a bit of a strong place in my heart for axolotls due to my late wife, but continuing on. We now need to add this 1x2 to 2x2 offset flat plate, and that gets sat on the front like that, and we can see what's going to go on here very shortly. We've already seen that gorgeous face. We need to take these single offsets, these drop down offsets, and they're going to go either side to create this over the top, like so. And now we've got another 1x2 to single pink that goes on top. We're using quite a few of these, aren't we? Next, we need to take these spouts, okay, these single scaffolded little spouts. They do have a name, but I like to call them spouts because that's what they remind me of. And then we're going to place these funny little bits in, which obviously are for the axolotls feelers. I suppose they're like, I don't know 100% the idea, but I think they're like a whisker. Maybe not. Let me know if how much you know about axolotls. They are very sweet. But yeah, these are very, very strange things. So they're going to sit on either side. I think that's why axolotls are so fascinating, because they're so different. They got that platypus feel about them. They're just a little bit higgledy-piggled in. It's like, I'm not sure really what was being made when they came up with it, which is quite cool. It's great to be different. Unique to be different. So we do have that lovely, gorgeous face. And then a flapping tail on the back, this little boat. And we've got a set of binoculars that are going to go on the side of the boat. Might get a little bit damp there, I'm not quite sure. And then what looks like, yes, it's going to be a paddle. So we've got a sub build here, and we're going to place one of these on either side of them, like so. You can see that. Yeah, lovely. And then here we're going to place this and this. Now, as a paddler, or at least formerly a paddler, I know that having them flat is perfectly okay, but you want them slightly feathered, so they're slightly tilted. But that's up to you. You do them however you want, So here we're going to place that on there, which gives us our spot to hold our paddle. And we could also use it to place Leo in, and also put them into his hands if we want to, okay? But there we have Leo in the little boat, okay? How cute is that? Right, let's put you to one side. That bit is now complete. You can see that we have all of these spares here, but I'm actually going to push them to one side and not place them up top for the moment. Let's go on to bag number 2. So, moving on. Okay, we should find our cute little axolotls in here. So let's do that. Oh, I do like the pappy bags. They make me very happy when we have those. So let's spread this out a little bit. I can see one cute axolotl. Can you see the other? 3, 2, 1. There it is. So we have another gorgeous little axolotl there. They are so cute. Reminding me of the names. We have Opal and we have Bubbles. Okay, hello. So, wonderful. We also need our plate, like so. And here we need to create Alba. Alba, nice variations in names, very sweet. I like it. Let's take that. We got it's a little girl, this, so maybe it's Leo's little sister. Maybe it's his daughter. Maybe, who knows? It could be anything, couldn't it? Alba, you could be anybody. Let's place her buoyancy aid on, because that's the safe way to do it. Place her hair, which is awfully Dora-ish, and we're going to, there we go, we have sweet Alba, and she's going to sit to one side along with you two funny fellas. You actually notice that these have the hole in top, so you could add something funny if you wanted to, like you can place a crown on, or I'd place that on the head. Look, you could do that. That's your choice. It's part of how this works. You know, don't always go off what the instructions tell you. I simply follow the instructions to make recording easier and for you to have something definitive to follow should you want to. This is the space stuff. That's where this has come from, which is quite cool. I like it because it gives it the sense of being in water. Almost coral reefy, I suppose, that kind of feeling. So, coming up to this, onto our slant, we've now got a 1x2 tile. That is a nice transparent blue, but it's actually almost a turquoisey blue, which is quite sweet and very water-like, which is what they like to do. We're going to take these 2x2 to singular scaffolds, and I'm going to place them either side, just like that. Okay. We now have a 1x2 transparent brick, so the same blue again, following this watery theme, which is understandable, and a lovely purple single scaffold slant there. And it wants us to add this in, which appears to be some kind of little worm, I believe. Let's place that into there. So it's obviously sitting in there as a food source for our axolotls. And we're going to place these round tiles with a single scaffold on. A nice dark green, these are almost leaf green, into there. Okay, we've got a few more of these, another worm to attach on, and we also need to put this lovely ocean plant in there. Carrying on, we need to place this green singular barrel onto this back end here, and another 1x2 transparent blue, that rhymed, excellent, onto there. Now this is very general. You may have done one of these before where you're just building it up. Minecraft is very much like this. Like on there, and then we do that. We've got this slant coming up. Okay, so let's have a look at that. So it should look like. And we have this to go on top. Okay, continuing our height. And we have another one of these that goes on the back. And we now have sort of leafage kind of stuff. It's a very light green. It's almost a pastelised green, which is very nice. And we have an upright slant, which will go to 1 by 2 at the top, just like that. And then we also now need to strengthen it by using this drop, which is going to go across there, so it makes that stronger, which is not uncommon. We're going to take our quarter circle and we're going to stick that on here. That gives us this tunnel spot, so it makes it feel like it's underwater. And we're going to place this 2 by 2 to single scaffold transparent blue on top, just like that. Next, we're going to place these slants, these 1 by 2 slants onto there. Again, with these greens and blues, we need to add another little wormy shirmy into the top here, and another sea plant right there. Again, I'm following these instructions. You can choose to do it slightly differently, that's up to you. What else have we got? I do like, these are nice, transparent yellow, and they're kind of like the lotus centres, which is quite sweet. In this case, they are making a cute plant, cute kind of sea plant, or a nice little water space. They're going to sit on the dark green circles like that. It's a very, very cute little diorama, little piece of the seabed, maybe. Perhaps perhaps on the side is quite nice. So we need to make 3 of these now, and these each have one of these flower heads in, and they just get pushed through the open top of the stud, or in this, so it's a stud with a flower plant on, well, leaves, but it's also a scaffold on top there, but it's an open top one, just like that. And then we place these to make it feel more natural, gives it a flow, which is lovely. Yeah, we go there, and we go there, and then we're going to place it onto here. So we've got our available scaffolds left to use. And then we have this, which is quite nice, this drop, sort of palm tree-ish kind of tree-ish kind of drop. But that sort of makes it, excuse me, makes it feel, excuse me again, makes it feel like it is that ocean drop. Perhaps they flow in the tide, which is very lovely. And we've got one more of these flowers to push into the top, just to hide that top piece. That's lovely. I do like how that's completed. And then we're going to place, what was it called, this one? This one's opal, into the top there. And we're going to place, was it bubbles? Yeah, bubbles into this back one, just here. Oh, now this one's good if you've got little fingers, not me, like so. Just like that. And we have, we have, of course, let's move this here. We've got, Alba, and we've got Leo in the boat. Okay, and I suppose we could place Alba on the back with Leo, and we have them together. That's actually a very sweet, it's a short build, but it's very, very sweet. I like that. Excellent. Anyway, this has been 42681. It is the Axolotl boat from the Friends range. It's very sweet. Before we go, we need to take all of these, don't we, and place them up into the tub. Let's get a tub update. Yeah, a little pot update, full. That's all from sets, all the extras. I like this set. It's nice. I think it's a sweet little build. It's not overly expensive at £8. I actually found this at the local Aldi, but I do think that if you want a small build, keep young hands busy. I think this would be a lovely little build. You could place that in his hands so he can start, and obviously, you can place that cup on the front right there so it's out of the way and things like that, or fasten it to the side here. I guess that's up to you. Anyway, take care. This has been BwG. I'm G, Gavin, and I'll catch you next week for episode 18. These episodes are winding up awfully quickly. So, yeah, excellent. Thank you for joining me. It's been grand, and see you soon.